Two teams on winning streaks battle each other here today, this evening, as B-League action continues this Wednesday evening. We'd like to welcome everybody to the Kyoto City Gym as the Kyoto HANNARYZ host the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. At this point, Kyoto on a 3-game winning streak. On the other hand, Nagoya has won back-to-back games and they're looking to make it 3 in a row here in Kyoto. The fans are here in droves, and why not? This is going to be the final game for both these squads here in October, and the B-League will take a quick break, 2-week break for the FIBA International window as we take a look at the standings here. Nagoya at 6-2. Kyoto finally finding their rhythm, finding their groove, are now 4-4. They're at 500 after winning 3 straight. All over the world, basketball will come to a stop as far as the professional leagues are concerned because the FIBA action will continue. The 3rd window of the FIBA qualifiers all over the world will be happening. And the B-League, of course, will give way to that. We have a lot of the action here. Those are the last 2 games of Kyoto. They won that one 95-77. And then 88-64. Check Diallo, the main man for their squad there. As their last 2 games, they beat Niigata Albirex. On the other hand, right now you're seeing some of the highlights here of the last 2 wins of the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins, and they won over Levanga Hokkaido. Their first game, that was a Saturday, they won 107-83. And on a Sunday, they followed it up with a 112-77 victory. As we now look at the numbers here from both these squads, much bigger the production of Nagoya because that was really helped out by 2 blowout wins they had last week. You can see they're averaging 93.6 points, while we can see Kyoto averaging just about 73. They're shooting just about the same from the field. As we now take a look at the lineup of the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins, they're going to be once again looking for Ray Parks. They've got Cody Clark. They have Maurice Endure and Scott Etherton. Those are their 4 imports. Takumi Saito will be their starter as always. Takumi Saito once led the league in the first 3 weeks here of this season in assists. There was at one point in time, he was averaging 12 assists. That's double digits in assists. We have now Cody Clark, who has been really on fire here as of late. He scored 36 points last Saturday, and then he followed it up with a 25-point outing on Sunday. Both wins, of course, over Levanga Hokkaido. And you can see his averages in just under 30 minutes. That's the squad there of Coach Sean Dennis. And we're now getting the introduction of the rest of the squad first, and then we have the starting 5. For today, they're going to start out with number 1, Ray Parks Jr., who actually started last weekend. He was usually coming off the bench. Takumi Saito is a regular starter. Cody Clark, who we mentioned, has been on a tear here. Maurice Endure is also now in the starting lineup. He usually comes off the bench, but now they have Scott Etherton coming off the bench for their squad. And they also have Taito Nakahigashi. That's the starting 5 for the visitors, the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. And now we've got the Kyoto HANNARYZ. We're now showing you the entire roster of KYOTO HANNARYZ, and then we're gonna have their starting five. KYOTO will always rely on Jared Uthoff, number 1. They've got Matthew Wright, their reinforcement from the Philippines. Tsilidse Nepawe, their man in the middle, standing 6'10", and Cheick Diallo, who is an NBA veteran who's played with Phoenix, the Pelicans, the Pistons. He was actually drafted 33 overall in 2016 by the Clippers. That's him there on your screens. Averaging a double-double of almost 15 points and 10 boards. And now let's have the starters for KYOTO HANNARYZ. And there you got the starters here for KYOTO. Starting out with number 1, Jared Uthoff. Number 3, Kanta Mizuno. Number 7, Matthew Wright. Number 11, Yoshiaki Kubota. And number 31, the gentleman we're talking about, Cheick Diallo. That is the squad of Coach Roy Rana. Coach Roy Rana right now is also the head coach of the Egyptian national team, former Canadian national squad member. He actually was very instrumental in getting Canada into the 2019 World Cup. And now he's taken his talents here to Japan and also coaching the Egyptian national squad. So you know he knows his stuff. Two really smart coaches here. And there's Sean Dennis on the other side. That's going to be a great chess match between these two maestros. Once again, we'd like to welcome you back here to the Kyoto City Gym for a Wednesday night matchup. Our officials for this matchup, we've got referee Ito, referee Hayasaki, and referee Ono. Once again, let's go through the starters for both these squads before we have our jump ball for the visiting Nagoya Diamond Dolphins, starting out with Parks, Saito, Clark, Endure, and Nakahigashi. For KYOTO, they've got Uthoff, Mizuno, Wright, Kubota, and Diallo. You can see there Matthew Wright on your screens, nodding as he gets some last-minute instructions from Coach Roy. Cody Clark, he is going to be one of the men that really KYOTO will have to look out for because he has just found his rhythm early here this season. As you can see, the head-to-head matchup we have, Cody Clark scoring a little bit more, 20 compared to 15, but more rebounds there for Cheick Diallo at 10.3 as compared to 6.8. Assists in favor of Cody Clark. Look at this. 3-point shooting percentage, 45% for Cody Clark. Much better clip there than Cheick. But Cheick saying, it doesn't matter. My team is on a 3-game winning streak. Well, Cody Clark saying, my squad has won 2 straight. Well, something's got to give here. 2 teams on winning streaks clash here this Wednesday night. Endure in the middle there up against Diallo. Let's see if Diallo can once again call on that NBA experience of his. In terms of Matthew Wright, slowly but surely, he's eased himself into the B-League. Didn't really have a good start to the season, but right now, it seems like he knows exactly what the coach wants him to do. A little bit of a spill there from Saito. Parks back to Saito. Nice handoff inside. Endure's gonna score 2-0 here quickly for Nagoya. First attempt on the offensive end here for HANNARYZ. Diallo is going to be called for steps there. He went straight to the basket the moment he got that pass. So you know what his intentions are. He's here to score. He's here to create havoc on the defense. Endur will bring it down against Czech. Finally it lands in Saito's hands. Saito looking to create once again. Oh, they're going to leave him open. Nakahigashi for three. No. Nakahigashi hit 4 threes last week. He's not a person you want to leave that free, that long. Matthew right from the outside. Matthew's going to score early, tie things up at 2 apiece. And he's going to come down. And he thought he got a good tip. Referee states going to stay here with Nagoya, but it's our first tie at 2 each. That's what Matthew can do, definitely. Put that ball through the hoop. But lately, even in the PBA, in his recent years, he's been trying to become more of a playmaker. That's the playmaker right there, Saito. Clark with a handoff. Parks spinning. There are a lot of slick portions on that floor. Let's see if they're able to clean that one up. Endur with the steal. Is able to hold on to it, but Czech Diallo steals it. Up against 3. A foul's going to be called on Parks there, who's the last line of defense. 3-point opportunity now here for Czech Diallo. That's why it's very difficult to be able to try to dribble in front of him. He's got those quick, long arms. Knocks Parks over. Parks will pick up his first. And Czech says, just what I wanted. There's confirmation of the first foul on Parks. First team foul on Nagoya. Czech on the line. Looking to complete a 3-point play. Does. 5-0 blast here by Kyoto. And now they're in the lead by 3. Endur on the outside. Up against Czech. Finds Clark. Clark looking for space. Uthoff all over him. There's a switch. Shot clock down to 2. Saito puts up a prayer and it's answered. We're tied at 5. Saito's first basket here. He's got a 3 and an assist. A lot of those lazy passes have not yet been picked up. Let's see if teams are able to tighten things up defensively. Check Diallo inside. Is going to come up short. Clark. That's a nice bounce pass, but Saito says, let's wait for the rest of the troops. Secondary break. Not going to work there for Endur. Here's Matthew with a handoff. Uthoff. There's another one of those rolling lazy passes. Right. Again, Saito. Quick move there. Is going to pick up a foul from Takumi. Takumi's first. You've got to respect the speed of Matthew Wright on the outside, not to mention his shooting as well. Kubota. Kubota stops, pops, and misses, but check, Diallo's there at the right place, at the right time, and Diallo's got 5 points. Saito looking for space. Will kick it out. Nakahigashi. Nakahigashi will try to bring it closer. That's a nice pass. Due to the defense of Czech Diallo. Endur now. He's got 4 points. And we're tied at 7. Kubota tries to go all the way in. Stopped there by Parks. Parks now in the open court. They'll set it up once again. Parks, quick move inside. Finds Endur. And Endur will hit. Parks with an assist. Endur now with 6 points. There's an early trap. They're able to push it forward. Check Diallo against the double team. Will lose it. Cody Clark will be fouled there by Kubota. Duty foul there by Kubota, just to stop the fast break more than anything else. And it's only the first team foul for the home squad. Clark now finds Nakahigashi. To their playmaker. And now inside to their top scorer. Clark will kick it out. Parks left open for three. No. Trying to push it forward. Check Diallo. Easy slam there. He's got 7 points. And we're tied at 9. A lot of ties here in this ball game. Well, we expect this to be a close affair as both these teams looking to continue their winning streaks. Saito wants to hit another three. That one is just short. Diallo with another rebound. Uthoff for three. A little bit too strong. Nakahigashi plucks that out of the air. And here comes Saito asking for a pick. Then spins. But Uthoff was there. Endured. They'll go inside. There's a mismatch. And that's going to drop there for Cody Clark. He knew he had a much smaller individual in Kanta Mizuno. There was a quick double, but it was a little bit too late that time. Suda's going to check in for the first time. That is Yutaro Suda. He would start sometimes. He's a 3-and-D player. Yutaro Suda stands at 6'2". And Tatsuya Ito, the backup point guard, will come in. Scott Etherton will also check in. Parks out. Cody Clark will complete that 3-point play. Now a 2-point lead here for Nagoya. Make that a 3-point lead. They finally check that score. Etherton will bring it out. Suda for three. Just short there. Another rebound from Czech. Diallo right now has got 6 boards already. Aside from his 7 points. Right. Kick it back out to the top. Jotaro Mitsuda has checked in here for Kyoto. Nice steal. Nakahigashi takes his time and slams it through. He was waiting for the defender to come over. First 2 points here for Nakahigashi. It's now a 5-point lead for Nagoya at 14-9. Another steal. Ito bring it down. Finds Clark. Clark left open for three. Not gonna happen. Already now 7 rebounds for Czech. Uthoff. Little sidestepping move. Will lay that through. People forget that Uthoff is 6'9" and he can run the floor. That's why he came out with that block there. But Cody Clark will head to the line for 2 more shots. That might be a foul there on Matthew. Under 4 minutes to be played here in the opening quarter. Matthew was the last line of defense there. Nice look there at Matthew Wright as he picks up his first personal foul. He stays in. Clark makes that first free throw. Clark now with 4 points. He also has a rebound and an assist. Now back up to a 5-point lead here as Cody Clark will hit the bench. Job well done here for Cody so far. Coming in is one of their big men, 6'6", Tenketsu Harimoto. He's a big man who likes to get down and dirty, not to mention the fact that he can hit that three. Uthoff trying to find a friend. Seiya Kunishi has also checked in for Kyoto. He needs to be quicker going to the basketball. Ray Parks back in action as well. It's Filipino up against Filipino here. And now they swing it to the opposite side, but Parks all over Matthew Wright. There's a switch. It's Suda now on Matthew. Uthoff left open for three. That's gonna rattle out, and it does. Check with the tip. Goes to the wrong individual. Here's Ito. Swings a pass. It doesn't get there to Scott. That's a take foul there. Given up by Ito. Very disappointed because if he issued that pass just a fraction of a second earlier, that would have been a dunk for Scott Etherton. Check Diallo will take a seat. And checking in now for the first time is Chilidze Nepawe. Chilidze played in the league, in the B-League also last year. Matthew Wright from the outside, rims out. Scott with the rebound, brings it down himself. Suda to Harimoto. Ito will bring it out. A lot of time still in the shot clock. It's at 10. Harimoto will try to challenge. That's not gonna drop. Diallo with another rebound. Check, Diallo's been coming in and out. He sat for about 30 seconds. They swing it to the outside, trying to get inside that paint. It gets to Diallo. Oh, Czech really knows what he needs to do when he's inside that paint. He's almost unstoppable. Now almost in double digits with 9 points. Nice swing to the wing. Suda back out to Harimoto. Harimoto, no look pass. Parks for three. That rims out. Parks is now 0 for 2 from 3-point distance. Still a 3-point lead here for Nagoya at 16-13. There's a good look at Nepawe, who came in to replace Uthoff. A little bit some pressure being shown in the backcourt here by Nagoya, and then they call off the Dogs. Turnover going to be called here on Kyoto, as Czech was trying to force the issue there. That's going to be the second turnover on Czech Diallo. Couple of extra steps there before he actually put that ball on the floor. The line on Czech Diallo right now, 9 points, 8 boards. As he's given a breather by Jared. Both teams with 3 team fouls each. So still with 1 foul to give. That's a nice pass to Etherton. He gets denied. And they're going to say Nepawe is going to be called for that foul. Check that. That's Czech Diallo. And Czech saying he got all ball. Watch it here. It looked like it was clean up high. And that is going to be the first personal foul on Czech. That's going to be the 4th team foul of Kyoto. But Scott's going to miss that free throw. Still a 3-point lead enjoyed here by Nagoya. Could be 4. That stays in. Thought about popping out. There's that pressure up high once again. Almost a steal. Uthoff is going to be fouled there by Harimoto. A little bit of a late whistle, but there was some contact. And now both teams will be in the penalty. It's a little bit of a shove there. First personal foul will be called on Tenketsu. Promptly apologizes. Kubuta to the wing, open 3. That would have tied things up. Etherton with the rebound. Nice open shot there from Mitsuda. Ito with the floater hits. And it's now a 6-point advantage at 19-13. Utov gets it to the wing. Nice recovery there by Parks. Jared inside. Trying to force the issue. Goes to a fall away and hits. Jared Utov now with 4 points. Difference of about 6 seconds from the game clock and the shot clock here in the first period. Suda. That pass was telegraphed. Active hands here from the defense of Kyoto. They want to settle for the last shot. At worst, they're down by 4. Both teams in the penalty. Let's see if Kyoto can get something going towards the basket. They put up a 3. And the prayers answered. Nice basket there coming from Kubota. And just like that, that 4-point lead has been trimmed to just 1. After the first 10 minutes of play, it's a 1-point advantage by Nagoya, 19-18. Second quarter underway here at the Kyoto City Gym as Kyoto hosts Nagoya right before the FIBA break. Why not go inside? That has been their strength. Check Diallo. Will come up short though. Saito has checked back in. Saito left open for 3. That rims out. The tap will be tracked down. Here's Parks. Back to Saito. Could have traveled there. Endure couldn't get that one. Here's Uthoff in the open court now. Up against Saito. That's a mismatch there. If he wants to take his time. There is still no switch. Now they finally switch. Kyoto didn't really recognize that mismatch there. That's a poor shot. Not a very good decision there by Kubota. He hung on to that basketball for too long. And then he put up a hurried shot. Harimoto inside with the left hand will come up short. Almost a steal. And it's going to be a backing violation here called on Kyoto. Job well done by Harimoto, the big man. 6'6", but he's very agile. Matthew Wright's checking back in here. Quickly back to the bench is Kubota after he hung on to that ball for so long. That didn't make Coach Roy Rana happy. Clark, back to Saito. Ito didn't really see too much time. Hand off to Parks. Parks got denied from the back there by Matthew Wright. Harimoto's gonna hit that three. And that lead is back up to 4 here at 22-18. Very well played ball game by both these squads. They've been playing good defense, and their offense has also been humming. Uthoff to Wright. Right back to Jared. Jared picking up some steam. That's going to be the second personal foul on Parks. And it's a 3-point play in the offing here for Uthoff. And he gathers the troops. Watch it once again here. Seems like Parks was in the right spot, but it was a little bit of contact. Not too much, but more than enough for the officials to blow their whistle. That's going to be the second personal on Parks. And a timeout will be called now here by Coach Sean Dennis. Quick timeout there called by Coach Sean Dennis. Just about 2 minutes gone here in the second period, but you understand where he's coming from. Without Parks, he had to really just change up the look of the defense. Uthoff completes a 3-point play. Back to a 1-point lead here just for Nagoya. Clark now on the outside. Clark so far with 5 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Saito, open shot, Nakahigashi, good line, knocks that one down. And it's back up to a 4-point lead here for the visiting squad. Uthoff likes to try to attack and then gives it up there to Matthew Wright. Another handoff. Let's see what Kubota does this time. That's a nice find and an easy slam there from Jared Uthoff. They're breaking down the defense, and Uthoff has scored quite well here today. He's got 9 points. Inside, Harimoto is going to use his bulk. That leads back up to 4 once again. Kubota telling Matthew Wright to go to the other corner. Puts up a prayer. That's not answered. Kubota tracks it down though. Coach Sean Dennis wasn't happy with that one. Well, Coach Roy is not going to be happy with that pass as well. Cody Clark sidestepping move. Not going to get that to drop. Uthoff with the rebound. There's those bounce passes once again. Clark will score there. He just gathered and went up strong. That's the right thing to do. Back up to a 6-point lead. This matches their biggest lead in the ball game. Another poor pass. Saito will wait for the rest of the troops. Power move there. And a timeout will have to be called here by Coach Roy after back-to-back turnovers. This is now the biggest lead in the ball game here for Nagoya at 31-23. Back to the action here. Now they're a little bit more methodical with their passes, talking about Kyoto. We cannot afford any more turnovers, not at this stage. Look at turnover numbers. Kyoto already with 10. That's going to rattle out. Nice tip there by Endure. Quickly there, Scott is going to get fouled. It looks like Jared's going to get caught with that one. That's a nice matchup. Scott Etherton standing 6'8", up against the 6'9" Jared Uthoff, but it might be a foul called on the back on Kubota. It is on Kubota there. His second personal. Coming back in is Kanta Mizuno, a starter here earlier today for Coach Roy Rana, as Scott makes that first free throw. So the big story right now here for the first half is definitely the turnovers. Only 3 turnovers for Nagoya, already 10 for Kyoto. It's now a 10-point lead here by the visiting squad at 33-23. Matthew Wright for 3. That rims out. Another big rebound here by Scott. Saito. Extra pass. Nahigashi. Back to Saito. Bang! That's unselfish basketball here. And the lead is now ballooned to 13 here for Nagoya. Uthoff trying to take matters into his own hands. Will be called for traveling. That's why coaches stress, move the basketball, move the basketball. Enduro's right there. 4:54 remaining here before the halftime break. We're going to step away. More basketball action coming up after this timeout. Welcome back to the Kyoto City Gym as we have Kyoto HANNARYZ hosting the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins here this Wednesday evening. Ito's going to overshoot, but endures there. Up and under move. And he's going to be called for 3 seconds. Or was it a travel? But either way, still a turnover. Well, the fans of Kyoto have been silenced here. Let's see if their team can pick up the slack. They're now down by 13. Matthew asking for the pass. He eventually got it. He was waiting for that pass. Uthoff, couple of moves. Forces the issue. And that might be a 3-second violation. No, they're going to call a travel first. But Check Diallo was inside that paint for at least 4 seconds. Matthew Wright talking to his teammates saying, I was wide open once again. Let's see if Kyoto makes that adjustment. They got to play defense first. Ito. Ito gives it out. Endure. To the wing. And going to the free throw line there is Seiga Sakamoto. One of the youngest players that we have here in the B-League. Only 23 years old. There was a slight nudge from the back. And foul will be called there on Jotaro Mitsuda. 2 free throws coming up here now for Seiga. He just checked in and he saw that it was an open lane and he went straight for it. Nice look there at Tomomasa Ozawa. Now 2 free throws coming up here. We have a good sized crowd here in the middle of the week. Well, they want to send off their B-League stars on a high note. Because as we mentioned at the top of the coverage, we will be taking a 2-week break for the FIBA window. Seiga makes the first. Second on the way. A little bit too strong. You could see the release. Diallo with another rebound. They've got to find Check. Can they get in the ball? Cody Clark's all over him though. Shot clock now down to 8. That's a nice layup there. Scott Etherton running the floor. That was touched there. A while ago, Matthew Wright thought that's exactly what transpired in the first period. Was asking for a turnover, but it wasn't called. Now it was. Matthew Wright always getting back down there as the last line of defense. And he forced that turnover there. Turnover number 5. Referee was right in front of that one, but it looks like there will be a coach's challenge here. It had to be a coach's challenge. Not quite sure why you want to challenge at this particular stage. Your team is up and yes, it is a coach's challenge. There's confirmation. But this game might be a little closer in the second half. You might need that challenge. But Sean Dennis, he's getting paid the big bucks and he says, I want a challenge. It was close though. Oh, it didn't look like on that extra slow replay, it didn't look like Scott Etherton came into contact with that one, so they might have to reverse this call. So the turnovers, for the time being, for Nagoya, stays at 4. Already 12 for Kyoto. A little bit of a clarification being sought there by Coach Roy Rana, the Canadian. That might be one of the main reasons why he's very comfortable here with Matthew Wright, because Matthew Wright did grow up in Canada before heading to the Philippines to play in the PBA. and play for the national team, Gilas Pilipinas. Well, the fans here inside Kyoto City Gym cheering here. They hope that the call is not reversed. But nevertheless, still a very good effort here from Matthew Wright to save. At least that's the second time he's actually saved an easy layup. That pass just a little bit low. Enough for Matthew Wright to be able to get a touch on it. There has to be irrefutable evidence. And they're going to say it's going to stay here on the side here of the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. But the thing is, here for Coach Sean Dennis, he has actually used his coach's challenge for the game. But they're going to get this possession. He needs to be able to get his squad to score here to increase their 12-point advantage. Under 4 to be played. Etherton with the handoff. Ito once again. Two-man game there with Cody. Ito with the floater. No. Couple of shoves there. Check Diallo. Nice swing. Matthew Wright inside. And a foul is going to be called there. I believe, no, it's going to be a 3-second violation once again. Si Lidsin Epawe was waiting there inside for that pass. Didn't get it. And when Matthew Wright drove, that was it. He was in there for too long. Scott with the inbound. Back to Ito. Exactly 3 minutes remaining before the halftime break. Suda for 3. That's going to fall short. Etherton with the offensive rebound. Sega will bring it back out. Scott will attack. That was a fishing expedition the entire way. He saw Ozawa was there. He ran over Ozawa and will head to the line for 2 shots. Ozawa was not set. He was outside the no-charge zone though. First personal foul there on Tomomasa. That's going to end his brief stint on the floor. Coming back in is Kubota. Together with number 5, Seiya Konishi. Etherton rattles in that first. That was offline, and he knew it the moment he released it. 13-point lead once again. A foul is going to be called there on Ito. Only the second team foul here for Nagoya. Now they're trying to take a little bit of risks. That works. Just wanted to make sure they didn't push it forward. Back to a man zone defense here. Kubota. Two-man game there with Nepawe. Kubota still. Reaching in there was Ito. That was clear. That's going to be his second and the third team foul. That was a clear hack. And Ito smiles saying, yes, actually it's his third personal foul. So he's going to hit the bench. Saito will check back in. Uthoff to the wing. Nice recovery there by the defense. Three's going to come up short. Nepawe can't get to that one. Harimoto will now give it up. Clark to Saito. Saito in the paint. Finds Clark. That's a good pass. And a foul is going to be called there on Chilidzi. Nothing Chilidzi could do. He got beaten there. Got a timeout on the floor. When we come back, 2 free throws coming the way of Cody Clark. First free throw here for Cody Clark. You saw in the release, he knew it was short. Clark now, so far with 9 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. He's got one more coming. Can he finally get to double digits here, scoring-wise? Last weekend, in the first period, he was already in double digits. Good move here for Coach Roy Rana as he sends Check Diallo back in. Check Diallo is from Mali. He's at the low block now. That's going to be an offensive foul. That's clear. There was a little bit of body contact there for Cody Clark. Watch it here. That elbow to the face is what merited that offensive foul. And Clark wasn't happy. And no apology here from Check Diallo. And Check Diallo, wow. He's the one who's still hot under the collar. When he's the one who was called for the offensive foul. And he actually made that was a strong elbow to the face of Cody Clark. And they're going to review this one. And it just could be an unsportsmanlike foul. Yeah, there's going to be a mark on that one tomorrow, that's for sure. This could be 2 free throws and ball possession. Well, the ball possession was going to Nagoya anyhow. Watch it here. There was a slight push. A little inadvertent, if you say. You could make an argument for that, yes. But that wasn't really also a basketball move, keeping your elbow that high up. As it stands now, 39-25. This is the biggest lead in the ball game here for Nagoya. And some claps once again here for the fans of Kyoto. Look at Cody Clark there staring down the bench here of the Kyoto HANNARYZ. He wasn't happy with that one. Well, what Check Diallo should have done, I mean, after he made contact, even if it was inadvertent, you apologize. But tempers are starting to flare here. This is only their 9th game of the season. And we're getting a feel of a playoff game here. Let's watch. It is an unsportsmanlike foul. And then they are still talking to each other. Cody Clark says, I don't want to hear it. 2 free throws now coming for Cody Clark. I'm not quite sure what Coach Roy Rana has to say here to our officials. They went to the monitor, they checked on that from multiple angles, and they've made their call. It was a call that was made by the naked eye. Maybe you can complain. That was reviewed by 2 referees. Let's see if they're going to try to have Check Diallo head on back to the bench. I think he might need to, just to cool off a little bit. Now we've got the aggrieved party. And there's Check heading out. And he still doesn't realize what he did wrong. Cody Clark now heading to the line for 2 shots. And this is going to be ball possession. Was Check Diallo thrown out though? Because Coach Sean Dennis is telling the officials that he's still at the end of the bench and he should be leaving the stadium. Or at least the floor. Now in double digits already, Cody Clark. But it doesn't look like he was thrown out. It's just an unsportsmanlike foul. And now they're asking him to leave the bench. So was he thrown out? Because there was no signal. And that was only his first. Okay, now it's being announced. It was a unsportsmanlike foul, and because he kept complaining, he was given a technical foul. So more free throws coming up here for Cody Clark, and because of those 2 fouls, Check Diallo will be ejected. That's going to drop there. That was a technical foul shot. And with those 3 free throws, actually, it now becomes 42-25. And now a 17-point edge. Make that a 19-point edge after Suda knocked down that 2. It is now 44-25. Well, we can't really say the route is on yet. But with no Check Diallo, that is a big blow here to Kyoto for tonight's game. That's for sure. Kubota will kick it out. Matthew Wright. And they're going to run out of time that time. 24-second shot clock violation. Another turnover here for the squad of Kyoto. That is turnover number 15. Kubota actually held on to that basketball a little bit too long once again. Cody Clark will be replaced. And here comes Maurice Endure for the final minute and 4 seconds. Etherton on the outside. Suda feeling it, goes to the wing. Harimoto, layup not gonna drop. Uthoff. Now they're gonna have to really look for their imports here. Jared will give it up. Kubota once again. That's a much quicker swing. That was a prayer, throwing it up there. Saito will hold on to this one. There's a 2-second difference. Game clock and shot clock here. Kyoto already in the penalty. Saito gets away from right. Endure. Falling away. That's not gonna drop. 1 second remaining. Matthew Wright. Good line. That would have counted if it went down. 2 quarters done here at the Kyoto City Gym. And things are not looking good after the first 2 periods. Only 7 points scored there in the second quarter by Kyoto. And they trail 44-25. We're now taking a look at some of the highlights here of the first 2 quarters of play. We're coming back to you from the Kyoto City Gym as the Kyoto HANNARYZ host the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins here this Wednesday evening, and exceptional shooting from the outside from 3-point distance here from Nagoya has really helped them establish this lead. Looking at the 3-point shooting, that's a nice dunk there by Check Diallo. The problem is no more Check Diallo here for Kyoto as he got ejected here from this ball game. But look at the 3-point numbers. 1 out of 9 for 11% here for Kyoto. Not to mention the fact that they have 15 turnovers. That's really did them in. 33% shooting from 3. 4 out of 12 here for Nagoya. That was actually the only 3 that was hit there by Kubota. And that actually, if you ask me, was a lucky shot to end the quarter. Parks got denied there. But it's the handoff. They moved that ball well, and Harimoto will knock down that 3. Jared Uthoff, one of the few baskets that they were able to get. And actually, that's one of the few times they've had very good ball movement. But the ball didn't really move too much. And there's another one of those turnovers. Cody Clark just taking his sweet time. He knew he could get over Matthew Wright and Kubota. Open 3. Saito draining that one. That was one of the 4 threes that they had here in the first half. And that lead just continued to grow. Nagoya actually scored first, and that was the disqualifying foul, really. And Check Diallo still continues to plead his case when, actually, I think if he apologized, just maybe he might not have gotten thrown out. He might not have gotten a technical. But he continued to argue, and so he's history here for this day. Let's take a look at the numbers here. Actually, Kyoto shooting even much better. Supposedly 55% as compared to 45% here for Nagoya. But when you look at the actual numbers, it's 10 out of 18 for Kyoto, 10 out of 22 for Nagoya. So both of them actually had the same amount of 2-point field goals. But there, as we talked about, the 3-point numbers, that's so poor. 1 out of 9 for 11%. And also Nagoya going to the line 16 times, making 12 for 75%. So they got 12 points from the line. On the other side, Kyoto only going to the line twice. They made both for 100%, but obviously 2 out of 2 is not enough. The big number we talked about, 15 turnovers here for Kyoto, up against just 4 for Nagoya. So Nagoya really took care of that basketball. Some more numbers. Rebounding, just about even, 19-18. Assists, 15-6 in favor of Nagoya. We now have the leading scorers here for both these squads. And you can see there, Clark with 13. Saito and Endure with 6 apiece. Jared Uthoff's got 9, the same amount as Check Diallo, but Check Diallo is going to stay at 9 because he's done for the day. And Kubota had 3. We now have some more numbers here. These are the assists. Well, those numbers couldn't be right. Okay, these are the assists. A while ago were the rebounds, but even those numbers weren't right. Okay, now we've got the correct numbers. 5, 3, and 2 for Saito, Clark, and Nakahigashi. Assist numbers here for Nagoya. On the other side, it's actually 3, 2, and 1. So Mizuno with 3, Kubota with 2, and Mitsuda with 1 assist. Those are the right numbers. If you want to find out about the total rebounds, Diallo had 7 rebounds. No, check that. 8 rebounds, 7 rebounds for Endure. Scott Easton had 5. Suda had 2. And 3 apiece for Kubota and Uthoff. Okay, we've settled those numbers properly now. Once again, we'd like to welcome you back here to the Kyoto City Gym. Our venue here this Wednesday night before the B.LEAGUE takes a 2-week break to give way to the FIBA tournament. We're going to have qualifying tournaments from all around the world. Asia, Europe, America. But the focus right now is on these two squads. Two teams actually on winning streaks. Nakahigashi kicks it back out. Saito to the wing. Suda stops, turns around, and comes up short. Nice rebound there by Jared. But it's a 19-point lead enjoyed here by the visiting squad. And the silence here is deafening. You can see some of the crowd trying to cheer, but there's just no smile on their faces. That's a poor pass. Look at that. The pass away from Nepawe. Saito suddenly picks up his speed and scores. He says he got hit in the face by Matthew Wright. The referees say play on, but still, it's now a 46-25 advantage. It's now a 21-point lead here enjoyed by the visiting squad. Wright forces the issue. That's going to drop. Matthew Wright will need to pick up the slack here. He's got 4 points. Attacking once again, Nakahigashi. That's a wild attempt. That can help Kyoto's cause. Kubota again finds Wright. Wright to Uthoff. And Uthoff converts. That's going to be an assist there for Matthew Wright. And that leads down to 16. Here comes Kyoto. Endure. Gonna slow things down a little bit. Suda will launch. Back rims that one. Long rebound goes to Clark. Nice bounce pass and another good defensive stop there by Nepawe. Kubota. That's a nice find. Matthew Wright from the outside. Back-to-back threes have gotten Kyoto back in this one. Wright leading the charge. That leads down to 13. Clark will give it up. Another turnover here. Not a very good start for the squad of Coach Sean Dennis. Nakahigashi saying he got hit in the face. Let's see if he was right. Hardly any contact there. Let's see if there's better ball movement once again here. Kubota puts up a three. Yes! They got 3 threes here, and that lead is down to 10. I thought when they brought the lead down to 13, Coach Sean Dennis would have called a timeout. He let play go on, and now that lead is just down to 10 points. 3 threes have really helped the cause here of Kyoto. Seven minutes, 24 seconds remaining in the third period. A great start here by Kyoto. That's exactly what the doctor ordered for their squad, just to get right back in this one. After being down by 19, actually 21 at one stage. Saito. That's a nice hit there. That's going to stop that rally as he brings that lead back up to 13. Saito now with 11 points. Let's see if Kubota gets it down safely, and then quickly moves that ball around. Yes, he does. Right. That's a nice find. Nepawe can't slam it through. But a foul's going to be called. So Chilidzi will head to the line for 2 shots. Matthew Wright could pick up another assist here. But make no mistake about it, Kyoto has come alive. We're going to call the foul there on Cody Clark. Here's the guilty party. First personal foul there on Cody. Nepawe is going to get that first to drop. Chilidzi Nepawe from the Republic of South Africa, standing 6'10", 33-year-old, will miss that second free throw. Nice steal there by Kubota. And he's all the way home. And that leads back down to 10 once again. Saito tries to thread the needle. Ill-advised pass. And he might have to be replaced. Coach Sean Dennis is not a happy man there on the sidelines at the moment. Kubota finds Uthoff. Now they're going to bring it back out to use Kubota once again. Trying to take advantage of that mismatch. That's going to fall short. Nepawe lost control. It's a good thing it came off one of the defenders. 4 minutes gone here in the third quarter. That went off the foot of Saito. And then eventually, Nepawe saw that go off the foot of Clark. Nice spin there by Matthew. He puts it high off the glass, and Matthew Wright scores once again. He has caught fire here in the third. Now it's an 8-point advantage remaining here. Nagoya was once up by 21. Scott Etherton. Yes! So 2 threes here hit by Nagoya to stem the tide somewhat. One from Saito and one there from Etherton. They're going to remain man. Matthew Wright, a couple of jab steps. The pass. Nepawe gets it to Matthew. The pass a little bit too high. 3-on-2 break. And a duty foul going to be called there on Jotaro Mitsuda. Sega has been sent back in, and Sega just goes straight to the basket every single time. Second personal foul going to be called there on Jotaro. Tenketsu Harimoto is checked back in here for Nagoya. Trying to give them more stability inside that paint. Look at that pass. Those are the passes that Kyoto was issuing in the first half. That's why they had 15 turnovers. And now it looks like the shoe is on the other foot. That's going to be now turnover number 8. So 4 turnovers here in the third period alone, where there were only just 4 turnovers for the squad of Nagoya in the entire first half. Sega with a little bump. That's clearly a foul. Uthoff on the outside, launches a 3. A little bit too strong. He gets his own miss and lays it through. And that leads down to 9. Sega. They'll kick it around. Now Ito. Ito to Clark. Clark tries to bully his way inside, and a foul is going to be called on Jared Uthoff. Take your pick, Uthoff, or maybe even Kaishu Tobin. Nice pocket pass. It looks like they're going to get Tobin for that one. Marcos Kaishu Tobin on the line now First free throw will drop there for Cody Clark. There is a smattering of fans here for the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins inside the Kyoto City Gym, as 14 points already registered by Koti. Could be 15. It's a far cry from his 36 from last week, though. So they were able to slow him down somewhat. But again, he didn't really need to score too much here, because a lot of the players from the Dolphins have found their mark. Three, misses. Sega with the rebound. And they push it forward once again. Clark posting up. Sees the double. Extra swing, Harimoto. Sega will bring it out once again. A lot of time still in the shot clock. Harimoto for three. That's short. Quicker to the basketball are the boys in red. Clark once again. Cody tries to power his way, and he's going to get fouled once again. That time it'll be called on Tobin. So both fouls of Tobin on Cody Clark. They're pretty high here on Kaishu Tobin. He is 6'6", but he's still learning the game. Only 21 years old, but you can see that raw talent. He's going to be replaced here, though. And here comes Tilidze Nepawe back in action. Under 4 minutes to be played here in the third. Matthew Wright back on the floor as well for his squad. Clark makes the first. More free throws going the way here of the Diamond Dolphins. They've already been awarded 19, and they've made 15. Make that 20, and they've gotten 16 points in total. Kubota to right. Inside to Uthoff. Uthoff trying to make his move. Goes inside. That layup's going to come up short. It falls to Uthoff. And Uthoff slams that one down. Quickly, Sega and Ito down court. Now to Etherton. Sega now. Calling out Scott. Scott finds Cody. Cody for three. Not that time. That's going to hit the backboard. And it's going to be a turnover here. Still an 11-point lead though by Nagoya. After it was trimmed down to just 9 at one stage. Maurice Hondur will check back in. We have not seen too much of Ray Parks. Parks is one of those players that can actually change the ball game when he gets hot, but he has still not yet been fielded in here by Coach Sean Dennis. Under 3 to be played. That's going to fall short. Kubota has been on and off here today. When he was on, like at the start of the third period, you can see exactly what he could do. But in the first 2 periods, he was holding on to that ball a little bit too long. And that did his offense in. The entire offense, in fact. Ito, nice find. Endure. Nice recognition there by Matthew Wright with the steal. Finds Uthoff. Uthoff lays that through. And that lead is back down to 9. Almost another poor pass, and Matthew Wright almost did another steal. And they love his effort here. Watch it once again. Always in the passing lanes. Matthew only plays one way. That's 100%. 2:09 to be played here in the third. Well, our table officials need to be able to get their gear back in place after Matthew knocked it down. Coach Roy Rana, though, very happy with the effort being shown here by Matthew and the rest of his squad, especially without Check Diallo in tow. But the crowd now has really come alive here at the Kyoto City Gym. Their squad has come alive. And they're within striking distance. Nice find. Endure! It's going to come up short there. But at the right place, at the right time is Scott Etherton. And the lead back up to 11. Uthoff with the handoff. Matthew will give it up. Silidze. Aoki is checked in as well. Here's Kubota once again. Kubota, step back three. Might not be the best of shots. Nice tip there by Endure to himself. They push it forward. Harimoto, quick three. A little bit offline. And again, Nakahigashi gets there first. And they've got another brand new 14. Ito, behind the back pass. A travel is going to be called. Well, that's true. That is a travel. It looked like it was a quick pass, but he did make 2 steps before he issued out that pass to the wing. Our referees have been on top of the situation, not just here tonight, but all season long. Here comes Takumi Saito back in. Didn't have a very good third period. He was quickly replaced and now back in action. Right to the wing. Uthoff for 3. That's short. Another rebound there by Maurice. Saito might have traveled. Endure will give it up. Nakahigashi. Finds Endure. Endure with the floater. No. That's what Nepawi can do. Clear the boards. They swing it. Matthew. That's not good spacing there with Uthoff. 2-man game, and Matthew Wright gets away once again. And he looks at Saito saying, "You're too small." 11 points now for Matthew Wright. He only had 2 points at the half. Nakahigashi. Endure with a jumper, yes. Silidze Nepawi is not really going to come out to challenge. He's going to give you that shot. Almost a steal. 2-on-1 break. That was heads-up play there from Nakahigashi. That would have counted if it went, but helter-skelter basketball in the final seconds. But in the end, it's an 11-point lead enjoyed here by Nagoya as we head into the fourth quarter. We're into the fourth quarter now. Coming to you from the Kyoto City Gym as the Kyoto HANNARYZ host the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins right before we take a FIBA window break. Matthew Wright from the outside, going to be short. Leads in the power with the offensive rebound and put back. And that leads back down to 9. Very strong third period for Kyoto. And that's without Check Diallo. Saito, two-man game. Saito still will lose it. Matthew Wright with another steal. Scott will get that. So many steals already here from Matthew Wright. That's weird. And the box scores, it just says 2. Can't be just 2. Well, officially 2. Still a 9-point lead here for the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. Some color there developing in the backcourt with Saito. Cody Clark. We have not yet seen the re-entry here of Ray Parks, which is quite surprising. He started his ball game. He picked up 2 fouls in the second quarter, and then he was replaced, and he has not yet seen action. He could be one of the best antidotes here for Matthew Wright, but Matthew Wright takes it straight to the basket. He gets fouled there by Suda. Suda is a tough defender, but clearly there's a foul there. Timeout's going to be called here by Coach Sean Dennis early here at the start of the fourth quarter. First free throw is going to drop there for Matthew Wright. No, it's not. He was looking for the lucky bounce. So he's going to stay at 11 points. The lead of Nagoya still at 9. Could be cut down to 8 here. Wright obliges. He's got 12 points, and it's now 60-52. Suda thought like, or showed like he was going to attack early. We'll kick it out. Very early timeout there by Coach Sean Dennis. That's a nice find. Scott Etherton stopped up high, but he sticks with it. That's what you like about Scott. It doesn't matter if he gets blocked the first time, he's going to get it right back. Watch it there. Stopped there by Uthoff. And there, gets fouled by Tsilidze. Scott misses both, and the fans love it. Uthoff is going to bring it down. Still no Ray Parks. Nice steal there. And layup. Well, the Mopman had to quickly get out after that quick steal there from Takumi Saito. He almost ran a couple of people over. Matthew Wright once again finds Jared. Back to Matthew. Matthew brings it closer. Floater will come up short. Koti. Rebound and finds Nakahigashi there for the easy layup. And the lead is back up to 14. A quick timeout this time will be called by KYOTO. So far here in the second half, it's been a game of runs. To start out the third, making a big run was KYOTO. They cut that 21-point deficit to just 9. And here, making a run of their own, Nagoya. And they're trying to keep this run going as they extend that lead back up to 14. Trying to get it up to 14. It's now at 12 at 64 to 52. Clark asking for it. Gets it. Up against Uthoff. They send the double. Open three. It's not gonna work. That's gonna stay here. Sorry, miss from Nakahigashi. But he went up for that offensive rebound. Watch it here off that miss from Suda. Suda will bring it out. Try to use some clock. That's a perfect pass! Endure gets it and slams it through. That was picture perfect. Another turnover here. Endure finds Clark. Clark will score. And just like that, the lead is back up to 16. 19 points now in the contest here for Cody Clark. Uthoff to the wing. They find Nepawe. Nepawe. Power move. Overshoots. Endure with the rebound. Now they're going to try to slow things down. And then suddenly, inside. Looks like we're going the other way. Oh, catching a break there. Was the home squad that did hit the leg here of Saito. Kaishu Tobin is going to check back in. Still no Ray Parks. But right now, Nagoya really doesn't need him. They're up by 16. Pocket pass inside. Endure scores once again. Back-to-back baskets here for Maurice Endure. And that lead has ballooned to 18 once again. Can they score here? They need to. A little bit too strong there. The three from Kubota. Saito. They're going to kick things out. Endure! Boy, he's feeling it. He's got 3 straight baskets. He's got 14 points. And that lead is once again up to 20. After being down to just 9. That's going to drop there for Jared Uthoff. But they're going to need some stops now. Jared Uthoff already with 20 points here tonight. But he's going to need to contribute a whole lot more here in the final 5.5. Back inside to Clark. Clark banging his way. Finds Suda in the corner. Suda hits. And this now matches the biggest lead that they've had at 21. Right. Drops it. That's a nice pass. Moving without the basketball there. That will work there for Mizuno. 4:56 to be played here in this one. It's an official timeout called. It's 75 for Nagoya. 56 for Kyoto. At the offense once again are the visiting Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. Looking to try to put the finishing touches on this one. Maurice Endure has come up big here in the 4th. Ito is checked back in. So their starting point guard, Takumi Saito, now with some minutes on the bench. And it's Endure once again. He scored 4 straight baskets here. Back up to a 21-point lead, and now you're going to have a well-rested Takumi Saito just in case. You might need him here for the 4th, here in the latter part of the 4th, in the final 2 minutes. But they might not need him. Jared Uthoff puts up a long 3. Yes! That was from way downtown. They needed that one, but the lead is still at 18 here for Nagoya. Sega. Maurice Endure is the lone import here. Harimoto finds Endure. Endure, a little bit of a quick move to the basket. Gets tripped up here. Endure. Look at him, just quick move to the basket. Almost knocked over Matthew right there. Tilid Sinipawi will check back in. Boy, if you're going to take out Jared Uthoff, that means they're raising the white flag. Checking back in is Seiya Konichi. Getting away is Ito. He's gonna blow that layup though. So maybe still a door slightly ajar. Right. With the handoff, Tobin scores inside. But here comes Suda. Early offense, and now they're going to use some clock, I would presume. Yes, they will. Sega. A lot of time still under shot clock. Sega gets away. That's going to stay here on this end. 7 seconds remaining on their shot clock. Trying to create a strong attack there, but didn't happen. But they find Endure once again. Endure goes high up for that one. Does he realize the shot clock's winding down? Yes, he does. Falls away and hits. Maurice Endure has owned the fourth quarter, and that lead is back up to 18. Nagoya only with one team foul here in the fourth. So they've got some fouls to give up. Not to mention the fact that they've got a huge lead to protect. Nepawi with a spin. Foul's going to be called there on Maurice. There was one foul there, another foul there. Take your pick, but of course, if the first foul was called, that this wouldn't be 2 free throws. But still, Tsilidze now on the line for 2 shots. Are we going to see the return of Cody Clark? Maybe not. Timeout's going to be called here by KYOTO. 2:39 remaining in this one. It's an 18-point advantage enjoyed by the Dolphins. Checking in another youngster here for the KYOTO squad. They're sending in Takahiro Komuro. He's a small forward. Only 22 years of age. Nepawi is going to miss that first free throw. That's not really his strong suit. It should be for a big man because playing inside, you will get fouled a lot. Harimoto with the rebound there off that second miss. 2.5 remaining in this one. An 18-point lead enjoyed by Nagoya. Now definitely using clock. Sega's going to get fouled there. They already called the foul up high. Foul going to go there on Ryuji Aoki. There's the foul. And now that's going to put KYOTO in the penalty for the final 2 minutes and 22. Now they're going to just try to use some clock here. We might not see Saito back. The handoff. Well, there was definitely a foul there. That's going to be the third foul called on Kaishu Tobin. So Harimoto will go to the line. That's great movement without the basketball. Making yourself available for the pass. And you can see Parks at the end of the bench. So they're not going to bring him back in anymore. Parks only played in the first half. He started. He played for 10 minutes and 33 seconds. And that was it. His scoreline, 0 out of 3 from the field. He did have 1 rebound and 1 assist though. But at the end of the day, they're going to pick up their 3rd straight victory. Talking about the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. And the 3-game winning streak of Kyoto will come to a halt. Check Diallo, if you're just joining us right now, was thrown out of the ball game after a high elbow, unsportsmanlike foul to the face of Cody Clark. And then he continued to complain and he got a technical. Nice look at Kikuchi, who has just entered here. Up and under move is not going to work that time. Aoki had a good look though. Now they're going to use clock. Now officially a 1-ball game at 20 points. Pass out of the reach there of Nakatsuka. That's Toshihiro Nakatsuka, standing 6'2", the 36-year-old. So now essentially we've got the clean crew in. Except for Maurice Endure, of course. A quick move there by Sega, and he knows he's heading to the free throw line now. Not a very good foul by Aoki. Nice move there from the youngster, 23-year-old Sega. There was some body contact, definitely. Sega's not going to hit that first free throw, though. Calmly sitting on the bench, Cody Clark, their day's done. Ray Parks, his day's done. And so is the day of Cody Clark. So Etherton, Clark, and Parks happy on the bench. Sega's going to make that free throw. Back up to a 21-point lead. They get it down court. Up and under move. Kaishu gets blocked. You can't do that in the face of Maurice Endure. Even if they're up by 20. Endure with an offensive rebound. And they're going to milk this clock once again. Maurice puts up a 3. If that went in, I wouldn't be surprised. He hasn't missed here in the 4th. Well, the fans are going to go home disappointed here. Except for that small section of fans for the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. But the rest of the stadium will go home very disappointed. Floater not going to work. Endure with the rebound. Difference of 2 seconds from the game clock and the shot clock. And it looks like Maurice Endure just might take the turnover here. Look at the turnover numbers. 23 for Kyoto. Just 12 here for the squad of Nagoya. Nice basket from the outside from Toshihiro. That should end scoring. Nepawe might want to put up a 3. No, he won't. So the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins will take this victory here this Wednesday as they pick up their 3rd straight victory and they stop the 3-game winning streak of Kyoto. Score 85-61 in favor of the Diamond Dolphins. Cody Clark didn't really have to do too much here in the fourth period. Coach Roy Rana, very disappointed with his squad. They did win the third quarter, winning that one by 8. They came roaring back, but look at this, 25-12, giving up plus 13 here in the fourth quarter. And that's why Nagoya will win this one, running away. There's Sparks. There's a bandage there on his left arm. So he may not be at 100%. That could be one of the main reasons why he has not been fielded back in. Let's see if we can get a report on that. But the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins will say goodbye to their fans and say goodbye to the fans here inside the Kyoto City Gym, as Kyoto and their players will address the crowd. But we will have an interview here with Coach Sean Dennis in a bit, and some of the stars, quite possibly Maurice Endure or Cody Clark. Let's see who they choose to be interviewed here. And again, Suda and company saying thank you to their fans for traveling here to Kyoto. They're going to leave a happy bunch, and so are those fans there in that section, right behind the bench of Nagoya. We're going to show you highlights also, and we're going to run a lot of numbers through you. Very quickly though, looking at the numbers definitely don't tell the whole story. Nagoya shooting 44% as a whole. Kyoto shooting 46%. So Kyoto actually shot 2% better. But in terms of actual field goals, 26 from out of 56 for Kyoto, 29 out of 65 for Nagoya. Here now is Coach Sean Dennis.
ありがとうございます。
まずは今日のゲームの感想をお願いします。
When you're coming in, I think Kyoto's done a good job this year. They play hard defensively, they get in the lanes, they make your execution tough, and at times tonight we struggled with that, but in the end we're able to overcome it with, I thought, some great defense.
京都とやるときは本当にディフェンス、今年ディフェンスがすごく強いっていうのを、認識しながら、試合に臨みました、最初はちょっとそこで手こずったところもありましたけど、最後の方はうちもディフェンスを上げて、相手のレーンに入るのを止められたところが、要因だと思ってます。
ありがとうございます。京都のカムバックもあった中だったんですが、それでもディフェンスのプレッシャーやリバウンドとかポゼッションゲームに対するこだわりというか、そういう思いというのが本当に素晴らしく感じたんですけど、その辺いかがですか？
It was, they did a great job in the third quarter. They really disrupted our execution. I thought we shut down a little bit, and they made us pay for that. So we talked about getting that defense going, getting that possession game going again to create some cheap baskets, and we eventually did it.
本当にサードクォーター相手が強く出てきて、うちもちょっと、集中力が途切れたところがあって、そこで疲れて、追いつかれたところもあったんですけど、最終的にはうちもディフェンスポゼッションゲームに集中するように話したら、それができたと思っています。
ありがとうございます。まだちょっとタフなスケジュール続くんですけど、次節に向けて、ブースターの皆さんにメッセージお願いします。
Yeah, get behind us, Empress Cup this weekend, and we can't wait to go up to Hokkaido, do you guys proud again. We've had a good month, and we're glad we can keep fighting hard for Nagoya.
今度は、天皇杯なんですけど、本当にブースターが、誇りに思えるような試合をやっていきたいと思います。ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。勝利おめでとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
And there you heard from Coach Sean Dennis. Going back to the numbers, as we said, a little bit more skewed, really, because Nagoya actually had 3 more field goals, but they shot poorer from the field because they put up 65 shots as compared to just 56 shots here for Kyoto. But the big story really the turnovers and also the free throw numbers. Look at this, 19 out of 26 for Nagoya, only 4 out of 8 for the squad here of Kyoto. Here now we have Takumi Saito.
ありがとうございます。
中2日水曜日ゲームタフだったと思うんですけど、今日のゲームの感想をまずお聞かせください。
はい、まあ2ピリのところでディフェンスの強度をしっかり上げて、で自分たちのペースを続けて、まあいいアドバンテージ取れたと思うんですけど、まあ個人として3ピリ入ったところで、まあチームとしてももちろんそうなんですけど、タイムアウト明けもちょっとターンオーバーしてしまったりとか、まだまだ個人としても反省しなきゃいけないところもありましたし、まあ4ピリはしっかりそこを立て直してチームとしてやりたいオフェンス、ディフェンスしっかりできたと思うので、そこを立て直せたっていう部分ではまあいいポイントだったのかなというふうに思います。
ありがとうございます。今立て直しっていう話あったんですけど、
はい、
京都のカムバックもある中で、それでもこの立て直しできる要因っていうのは本当にこうベンチ含めた総合力っていうのをすごく感じるんですけど、その辺どうですか？はい、
まあやっぱりベンチから出てきてもまあ自分たちのやりたいオフェンス、ディフェンスをしっかり遂行できる選手が揃っていると思いますし、まあベンチの方からしっかり声をかけるっていうのも、まあ今シーズンからキャプテンということなので、そういうところも個人的には意識的にしっかり声かけて、まあターンオーバーとかちょっと自分の中でしてしまったんですけど、そういうのはしっかり周りの人もコミュニケーション取ってくれたので、そういうところを気にせずにしっかり僕も声かけてきた部分では、そういった部分ではチームとしてすごい良かったのかなというふうに思います。
ありがとうございます。実質、天皇杯も含めてなんですけど、はい、次のゲームに向けてのメッセージ、ブースターの皆さんにお願いします。
はい、しばらくの間ちょっと、天皇杯があって、その後ちょっと空いてしまうんですけども、しっかり、休んでもっともっといいチームになれるように、その間もしっかりチームとしての総合力仕上げていきたいと思いますし、
Takumi Saito answering the question about how he felt about today's ball game said overall it is a very good game. We had a good attack and we made shots. However, they had a lot of turnovers, especially in that third period, and that's why Kyoto was able to make a little mini run there. And he said, luckily, we were able to get back and eventually win this ball game by a big margin. Nice statement there for Takumi Saito, as he and his squad will take a little breather. They will have, of course, competition for the Emperor's Cup. Right now, let's bring you the highlights. Saito with a nice handoff. First basket of the game goes to Endure. Endure with a steal. Endure was all over the place, offensively, defensively, but Check Diallo also did his work with a counter steal there. Basket and one opportunity there over Ray Parks. Unfortunately for Check, he got ejected. Nice long tom there, coming from Takumi Saito, one of today's heroes. Check Diallo gets away, comes up with a slam. Unfortunately for him, his highlights ended after he got 9 points. Just too many turnovers in the first half, and a nice slam there from Nakahigashi. The turnovers really did in the squad of Kyoto. They had a total of 23 here in this game. Only 12 for Nagoya. In fact, in the first half, Nagoya only had 4 turnovers. That last second shot there worked for Kubota, and it was 18-19 in favor of Nagoya. But in the second quarter, that's when Nagoya made their move. Jaruthoff would have his moments, like that slam there. There's another turnover. Saito will give it to Cody Clark, and Cody Clark knew those two defenders couldn't get up high. Takumi Saito, another 3, yes! He had 2 in the second quarter. And this is where Diallo picked up the unsportsmanlike foul. And then he got ejected for continuous complaining. Roy Rana didn't like the call, but at the end of the day, Check Diallo is out. Look at that burst of speed there. Catching Matthew right off guard. At the end of the half, it was 44-25 in favor of Nagoya. And then suddenly Matthew Wright and company came alive here in the third. Wright draining that three. Saito will get his pocket picked. And on this layup from Kubota, that will bring the lead down to just 9. And then Scott Etherton hits that three. Lead went back up to 12. Just a lot of turnovers there. Jared Uthoff, nice layup. Look at him extend there. Absorb the contact and still drop it through. So heading into the fourth period, it was 60-49, still in favor of Nagoya. And then all of a sudden, Takumi Saito says, "Let me take over." Here he is once again. Nice find, excellent dish. That's just too easy there for Maurice Ndour. Suda will hit that three and the lead suddenly went back to 18. Uthoff will convert, but at that stage you just can't trade threes. You're already down by 15. Getting away inside is Kaishu Tobin. His only basket, and that's all she wrote for this one. Nagoya will win this one 85-61 as they pick up their third straight victory, and they will improve to 7 victories against 2 setbacks. Here are the numbers broken down in 2 points and in 3 points. So you can see Kyoto actually shot better from 2, 56% as compared to 50%. In 3-point distance, 34% in favor of Nagoya as compared to just 26, 5 out of 19 here for Kyoto. But the free throw numbers, we talked about that already. 19 made out of 26, out of just 4 out of 8 on the other side. So that's plus 15 points right there. Turnovers, again, huge factor, 23 as compared to just 12 here for the Diamond Dolphins. Looking at the rebounding story, not that big of a difference. 38 rebounds for Nagoya, 32 for the squad of Kyoto. Assists, 27-15. So you can see a big difference there. Plus 12. Now we've got the individual scores. Uthoff with 23 points, backed up there by 12 of Matthew Wright, and Check Diallo, before getting ejected, scored 9. On the other side, much more balanced scoring. You can see Clark there with 19, Ndour with 18, and Saito came up with 13 as well. Now checking the rebounds. These numbers are right. Check Diallo with 8 rebounds, Uthoff with 7, and 6 there for Tsilidse Nepawe for the winning squad. Ndour had 12 rebounds, 7 there for Scott Etherton, and Nakahigashi would pluck 5. And then finally the assist numbers. 4 apiece there for Kubota and Mizuno, and 3 for Matthew Wright. For the winning squad, 6 for Takumi Saito, and 5 apiece for Nakahigashi and Cody Clark. Those 6 assists are pretty good for Takumi Saito, but in the end, that's still way below his average. That just goes to show you how he's getting his teammates involved. Winning this one once again is Nagoya, 85-61. That's going to do it here for our coverage. In behalf of everybody from the B-League, Anthony Sutai saying thanks for joining us. Till next time, take care. Have a good week ahead. God bless.